Alright everybody, welcome back to Black Magic Forkery. This video of course made possible by our sponsors, the like button and the bell button, both located below the video. You're probably used to this at this point, but check them out. Let's start off with number 19. It's all about perspective. Is there a phone in it? Does he have a phone in front of his phone? Before the... Oh, it makes so much more sense now. Daft Punk, is that you? If you put this kind of content on your social media, you've got a promising career ahead of you as a music producer slash DJ, performer, what have you. Just keep putting out illusions. You can be like DJ, I'm bad with names. I'm not even gonna try, but it's cool. Cool use of your helmet. Painted, no Photoshop. Ah, yes. I've seen this before. I don't know if it was here on this subreddit or not, but then of course, as I always do, I go and talk about how there is, I think it's a Starbucks in Las Vegas that has this exact same thing where if you stand at a particular point, you get this like circle that stands out from the rest of the room, but it's all across the entire restaurant. A fit so perfect, it disappears. Like it. I think we saw this one on Oddly Satisfying, but I still, it's very nice. I feel like if it were slightly higher quality or if you were there in person, you could see a little bit of the outline probably. It's because it's not too many pixels here, so it gets lost in the compression, but it's very, very satisfying. I wonder if you feel like the air the air probably actually rushes up pretty quickly because it doesn't have much of a space to escape. So I wonder if it floats the block or if the air kind of rushes up on the sides. I bet if you kind of I wonder if you slid the thing as it was happening, if it would kind of glide along because the air would be getting pushed out of the bottom. Be interesting to know. This building looks like a single wall of windows. Wait, how does it blend in so perfectly? Oh my God, the reflection is lined up incredibly. What in the world? Even like what? You can't even see the reflection of the trees in the building. Because normally you'd expect to be able to tell because you'd see, what? But you see a building there. Wait, but there's a building where there should be reflection. Is that a reflection of another building on the... Is this not Photoshop? Because the reflection doesn't make sense. Why is there a building there, but there's nothing to... You're just seeing through. I think you've just actually come across the first large application of active camo in the wild, and you weren't supposed to see this, so watch your back because someone's going to be coming after you for sharing this one. The Flying Dutchman. Oh, okay, I see. It's because that's actually the horizon over there. The water just kind of, it goes to a different color at this strip, which makes it look like it's actually floating when in fact the horizon is... You can't fool me. I know that's not a flying ship, okay? You thought I'd fall for it, dude. You thought I'd think, oh, this is the first sighting ever of a flying ship. Also though, that is a pretty gnarly ship. Look at the sails. What an absolute unit. Is the East India Trading Company coming back? Is this how we're gonna start shipping things? I feel like that's not the best idea when the crown is around because that would require a lot of people in very close proximity to each other, like manning the sails and stuff. But it's a cool thought. A sacrifice to the fire god. Is this just like... This is just like a thing that incinerates things. Its sole purpose is just to incinerate. That's all. This exists so that you can throw things into it and they just turn into ash. Much like my shirt when I flex, which I'm not doing right now, but I have to be careful because if I flex too hard, this is what I'll do to my shirt. Oh, that's pretty cool though. I guess so all the hot air is rising, so it's pulling air in from the sides and then in goes the paper, and the paper is no more. The moment it starts walking. Wait, the moment, what? The umbrella is walking. Why is the umbrella walking? Is there somebody in front of the umbrella who's just my height? There's someone who's my size who's able to conceal themselves within the umbrella. And then they've attached the bottom 2 points of the umbrella to their feet and they're walking away and the umbrella is going with them as they shuffle their feet around. It's a nice trick. It takes someone my size in order to do it. So, yeah, maybe I'll recreate this someday. $1,000 Kaleidoscope. I've seen a lot of these at stores. and like gift shops over the years. I don't think I've ever seen one priced at $1,000. Do we know for sure that this is a $1,000 kaleidoscope? What is the difference in pricing between kaleidoscopes? Is it based upon how complex the pattern is inside of it? How can you tell? How does one evaluate a kaleidoscope to figure out its worth? The net worth of this kaleidoscope is above all others. It is very cool looking inside. It's really cool that you can actually see it just by like putting a phone up to it. But I mean, oh dude, oh, you can put the light from the side and stuff. I guess, you know, if you're someone who likes to go to a lot of raves and music festivals and things like that, and you've been missing out on it due to the crown, for $1,000, I mean, that's probably the cost of going to like 1 or 2 festivals, depending upon if you have to travel to it on a plane or not. And if it's local, probably a few. But if you have to travel somewhere, dude, this is a great replacement. Just spend $1,000 on a kaleidoscope, put some music blasting into your headphones. You're back at the rave, dude. Great substitute right now. I lost too many brain cells. All right, do we want audio here?
With these pom-poms, and there's these strings that are connected. So the green one's connected to the red one, but the yellow one is also connected to the red one, which is connected to the blue.
What?
Now the blue one is also connected to the green one.
What are you doing?
Is connected to the red.
Okay, so there's some kind of weird pulley mechanism in the center of this thing. Maybe he has some kind of release mechanism hidden on the back of the baton so that he can control when he drops a string which one is going to get let out. Either that or it's basically randomized and he's just reacting to whatever one is getting affected when he makes a move. Oh, wait, hold on. Is he gonna...
Inside is nothing.
All right. What? But how's there nothing inside? It doesn't work that way. How's there nothing inside? There's something inside. There's something inside. Don't you do me like this.
That's weird.
And inside is nothing.
How are you gonna tell me there's nothing? I don't believe you. I think you slighted your hand. Okay? I feel slighted right now at what you've done to my brain. He did something and I refuse to believe any other way. It's not real magic. Stop. The simulation is lagging. Oh my god, it's a donk in motion! Who would have thought that all the still images that we see on Shorty car mods or Awful Taste but Great Execution, it wouldn't have mattered if they were moving. It still would have looked exactly the same. It's weird and unsettling, but you can see the tires moving, obviously. Oh god, it's so weird. It's so weird. Also, I want to see it drifting like that. Can you drift this car? I don't know if it's a rear-wheel drive or a front-wheel drive car. It's probably a front-wheel drive car, so it might prove difficult. But I want to see some handbrake turns. If it doesn't have electronic handbrake, I want to see some aggressive driving like this. I want to see you on the track. I think that would make for a great video. Electricity finding the path of least resistance on wood. It's very scary to look at this and be like, we're around this sort of thing all day. And just think, if you handle it in the wrong way, then that's you and your body. And you don't last very long when that takes place. If you were holding both of those things, wouldn't go super well, I don't think. It's really cool though. It almost looks like a bonsai tree or fractals, obviously. It's gnarly. This always makes me smile. Is it so cold that it's actually turning the water into ice as you pour it? How did you make it that cold? How did you make it that cold? What even is this? What do you have this on? Is there liquid nitrogen in there? No, it would be you'd see it like emitting gas. How is this happening so quickly? Is it what? That's insane. I mean, I would feel inclined to try to pee in it. See what happens. All right, I'm sorry that I went there, but you were thinking about that, okay? Just be careful not to get too close. I feel like if you touch that, it would be really bad news. Well, you could probably turn it off, I assume, as long as the switch is within reach. But wait, the water stays liquid right on the outside. How is it just on the inside, but right on the outside it's still liquid and it's not having a problem rolling? What? If I recall correctly, it's something to do with 100% pure water being chilled beyond its freezing point, and it's staying liquid but will freeze when it's agitated. Oh, I see. A website that does programming for you just by describing with words what the program should do. dbuild.co. Just describe your app. A button that says add $3 and a button that says withdraw $5. Then show me my balance. What? What you don't actually realize is that it's Fiverr, but somebody actually has to program this in real time on the other end. They just like did this really quickly. They're not being paid for it though, which is not really wow, they wrote that program really fast. I feel like there's limitations here, but it's impressive. Wait, withdraw a button that says give away all my money. Because there's so many with phrasing and the differences between how people type things, and misplaced modifiers would be a whole problem to deal with in this. There are so many edge cases to consider. It has to just be a person on the other end, yeah, who's just furiously typing, as per the top comment. All right, well, I mean, yeah, you can see the website. You can try it yourself if you want to. Just probably try to be as clear as possible with your phrasing, because misplaced modifiers will really screw you up there. Opening a watermelon. Is the whole thing just gonna come undone when you put it? There's a lot of pressure built up there. Oh God, that looks so good. I haven't had a watermelon all summer. We got like another month in the season, and I have to go get a watermelon, dude. That thing must be under a lot of pressure. That watermelon really wants to break open, dude. Oh God, I want water. That's all I can think about. I'm really hungry now, and now I just want watermelon. Oh man, should have had some watermelon. Brought it on the drive I went on earlier today. Just could have parked the car up on a turnout, and then just eaten some watermelon. That would have been great. That would have been super great. Careful cats. Dang, that's impressive. Look at it just thread through all those coins. The cat is like, why do you keep doing this to me? Why do you make my life so difficult? Stop this. Why is it that everywhere I go is a minefield full of objects? Stop doing this. I wonder why they're so resistant to knocking things over. Why are they trying to not? I actually saw a GIF that was similar to this the other day, and it was a cat, and then the dog follows close behind, and I was totally thinking that the cat was like gonna be super careful, not knock anything over, and the dog was just gonna plow through it, but the dog also was very careful. I was surprised about that. It's a very, very cautious dog as well. They don't want to accidentally touch something. What if it was a venomous snake, right? Ping ball stabilization. Dude, that's so gnarly. That's so gnarly. How does it know? I guess the thing on top must be doing like, it's both doing like depth vertically, and it's also tracking the horizontal movement of the thing. The cool thing is, really good ping pong players can probably do this. They can, like, if you throw a ping pong ball at them, they can probably catch it with the paddle and stabilize it. So the robots are catching up to humans, though. They're catching up. The thing that, like, that's more difficult, though, because that thing can't really, it can kind of only tilt from side to side. It can't really completely go down as a whole in order to cushion the impact. So to be able to cushion the ball so it doesn't bounce without the ability to fully move down, pretty impressive. Japanese ghost firework. Is it going to disappear and then it's going to explode? Had a feeling. What the heck? Is that a firework that then just like sets off a bunch of mini fireworks? How did it do so many? It's a freaking atom. But the atom itself is made of a lot of other atoms. Because atoms are really small, so for something to be that big, it would take a lot of atoms that are making photons go out to your eyeballs. I am very smart, like the subreddit. Okay. Anyway, it's a cool firework. And the top for the last month, Bubble Amazement, Certified Sorcery. Little do they know, somebody is robbing the bank around the corner, and this is the distraction. He was recruited to the team specifically for his ability to make people look the other way with his cheeky little tricks. I feel like it's super simple too. It's just so random and out of place that you'd just be confused looking at it. Because I assume like he's just palming the ball or something, and he just, reaches for the bubble, which would pop, and then it's like, oh, look, I turned the bubble into a ball, which seems simple, but I guess it's well executed, and it's just I'd just be very confused. All right. Huh. Wasn't expecting that while I was just standing here guarding this thing. Better check the vault. Aw, dang, it's empty. He must have palmed all the gold as well. Well, that's it for the last month of Black Magic Forkery. Make sure to like if you liked. Again, our sponsor, as well as the bell button, subscribe, etc. Check out the playlist if you want to catch more of this subreddit. And that's it. I'll see you next time.